I don't always laugh because, um, thank you. I take a sip of my Bloody Mary mix. Just mix. Bloody Mary mix. Welcome to Reflections with I am Rhonda Jones.
Kimberly Johnson.
Monica Livingston.
Same crew. And we have Athena Clarion with us. Diana, shout out. There she is.
Hello.
Welcome to the show. Well,
Danke schön.
you're certainly welcome. We're just all so tired, Diana. We've got so much, like all three of us have mothers that need, our assistance in life. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, my mom is sick, and Kimberly's mother,
She just got out of the hospital yesterday.
Oh, goodness. I didn't even know that.
Yep.
Just,
Well, you've been busy. You've been busy.
why would you know?
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. It happens,
Yeah, because I think it was a day or so before you knew that my mom was in the hospital, too.
So we're just three old bats griping about
Life.
No, everybody is griping about life. Diana, Kimberly has a Rebel deck of cards.
They're Oracle cards.
Oracle cards, and for some reason, I get an email. I think it's once a week with my a reading. I guess because I ordered the cards.
No fair.
Yeah, it
Forwarded
comes.
me. Well, that's good.
It's fun. Oh my gosh, it's very weird how it fits. I
Yeah.
guess you can make anything fit, but
Yeah, I had someone tell me that's why Oracle decks are so vague, because they have to stay in business. But
yeah,
You will be going somewhere and doing something today.
right.
There you go.
That's right. You have very important stuff to do today.
but I don't think that makes it bad, because usually the advice is pretty sound. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you just need to hear, especially the Rebel deck will give you a kick.
Yeah.
Well, last Sunday I did open a fortune cookie. It's not a Rebel deck or Oracle deck or whatever, and it said you will get a phone call today with some exciting news. And no sooner did I get to the studio, I got a phone call that said my mom was getting to go home. So I was like, okay,
wow,
yeah, that's my
okay.
exciting news. I kept waiting for something more exciting, but that was pretty good.
Publishers Clearinghouse calling you or something.
You've won $1 million.
Yeah, that'd be.
I've gotten like
check
20
now.
emails from like different countries saying that I've won $200 million or $20 million. And
Oh, man.
all I gotta do is send them my bank information. They'll wire me the money.
Well, why don't you do it? What
Yeah,
are you
I'm
waiting on?
What can you lose? You don't have nothing in the bank anyway,
That
right?
is
You're
the
like
truth.
me.
It's
I can't believe it, Diana.
They can't take anything out of a bank that there ain't no money in, so let them try to put something in.
Yeah. What's
My mom did that a few years back.
oh no, did she? Oh,
Well, quite a few years back.
your mom
But,
fell into the Nigerian email scam? I
Yeah.
think that was the one going for a long time.
Yeah, she was sending her social security number and stuff, and that's when she's like, and now my computer's broken. I can't finish all this stuff I was trying to do. I won some money.
oh my goodness.
We decided, we weren't going to help her finish fixing that computer.
Bless her heart. Oh, wow.
She didn't have any business on the internet. So
Oh.
anyways.
So Diana, did you get to watch some of the royal wedding?
Actually, I did not see any of it. Now, why? For some reason, I'm feeding back.
Okay. Well, I know sometimes Google does, as you speak, it'll correct itself. Maybe if we just have you talk for a little bit, let's see if you correct yourself.
Yeah, okay, I'm not hearing a feedback now, so it must be fixed. No, the royal wedding, I really hadn't watched any of it. I mean, number one, I don't own a television, so I don't get it that way. and I was busy doing other things, so I never really got to it online. I hope it was nice.
It was very nice. It was very nice.
I didn't see it either.
It was.
I didn't know it was happening this weekend. I knew that it was coming up, but it flew past
I know there
me,
were
but-
some people that were complaining about Charles walking Megan down the aisle, but
What?
that's really about all that I got out of it.
I mean, people will complain about anything.
They're
Anything.
waiting and looking for it.
Yeah. I mean, she walked herself down, most of it, and then, it was like, welcome to the family type. Here's, your husband to be. It was beautiful. I mean, people just complain about stuff. Just drives me up the wall. It really does. It shouldn't, but it does.
I mean, I'm not the world's biggest fan of the Prince of Wales anyway, but still, I mean,
Yeah.
why even bother?
Leave Charles alone. He's orange. But it's cool that, an American woman, it's just like a real fairy tale, just how, comes full circle. It's just beautiful. They're a beautiful couple. And I'd never seen her mother, and beautiful woman. I mean, you can tell where she got her good looks from. I saw a picture of the dad, I think. They act like he was posing for the paparazzi. Yeah, he wasn't.
Wasn't he
All
like in
that.
the hospital or something and couldn't go to the wedding, and so he had posted a bunch of pictures or something I had heard
Something like that.
beforehand and
Yeah.
for the paparazzi and stuff. And
Yeah, it was probably best he didn't make it. Sad to say, but yeah.
it's one in every family.
But there's a lot more than one in every family.
some families.
That's like, my family, there's a bunch. But it was, and she made things, tailored to, it was cool that it wasn't so stuffy. They had a gospel choir. They had an American bishop from the Episcopal Church. I mean, he turned that fire on, and it was just, it wasn't your boring old, wedding. It was good to see some humanity in there and just some, vivaciousness. So that they're a gorgeous couple. They just, and the cool thing is they love to do charity work together. That's their whole mission in life. It's just really,
That's nice.
yeah, it's fabulous. It is fabulous.
Now, I will say, because all things circle back to this somehow, sometimes, a few weeks ago when we had, a few months ago, because now it's in May.
Yes.
In March when we celebrated Girl Scout Week, I did notice there was some stuff on my Facebook feed that Kate, Princess Kate, works with the Girl Guides in England.
Oh, nice.
So I thought that was pretty interesting.
Very nice.
Is that the Girl Scout counterpart?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
interesting.
Because the Girl Scouts is part of an organization called WAGS, which is World Association of Girl Guides and Girl Scouts. So there's 3 G's in there. And she works with the Girl Guides in England. So I thought that was interesting.
That's nice.
Because, you don't always expect someone that's like the royalty in the royal family and stuff to do stuff like that. But, I know they have causes that they work for. Princess Diana was, very charitable, or very involved in charitable organizations and things like that. And so you do expect that they will be involved in some things, but,
Yeah,
I thought it was interesting that they were involved in Girl Guides.
very good. But Charles' wife, she had this huge hat on, and you really couldn't see her face most of the time, and she'd be bowing down like this, and I don't know, the hat game over there is just off the chart. And
Well, I'm liking my hat game today. What you think?
Yeah, I noticed that.
yeah, it does look like you have a hat on. Actually, probably shouldn't move that, but it's kind of cool in a way.
I almost sat down and I looked over at the monitor and I was like, I got a stylish hat on today. If I hold it still, it looks like it's on me. Sorry.
That's all right. But the British have those fascinators, some of them sort of borderline on the ridiculous. But Oprah, she came in with a church hat, looking good, and so did, they said, Megan's mom. Hers is more of a church hat, you know. So it was cool to see some American influences.
Now, Elton John was either supposed to play at
He
the
was there.
reception or at the wedding.
Oh, yeah, not the wedding. I saw him there,
Probably at the
but
reception.
yeah. Oh,
I remember
that's
reading
cool.
that.
Yeah. So, now, Diana, let me ask you this. Some people, Diana.
As long as we're talking about hats.
Wow. All right, Diana. Now tell me, when do you wear that hat?
I like to wear that when I go out, say even from here to the grocery store, or I'm definitely going to be in this hat again for Pride. Pride Week in Pittsburgh is
June.
first week of June.
Yeah.
And I'll be running around like this, smoking my cigar and just being my obnoxious self.
Well, Pride Week in Pensacola is around the same time frame, and we've been a few years in a row, and you just meet some of the most interesting people and seemingly authentic people. And we met a couple, a lesbian couple. They were they were probably in their late 60s, and they had been together like 40 years. And it was just great to see anybody to be together that long.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it was cool.
definitely.
Yeah, it was really a good story. One, forget what, she was in the Air Force, and seemed like they were just now getting around to having her partner be able to receive some benefits. And so it's taken a long time, and we're not there yet, but it needs to hustle up. It's creeping along. You could
Well,
probably,
it's good to see. I
Yeah.
mean, better late than never, I suppose.
I guess, I don't know how else to look at it. It sounds, trite, but I kind of feel that way. I mean, things take time. Some things take longer than they should, obviously. Especially in this country, we have dragged our feet on so many civil rights for people and toward people, and we don't have it right yet. But we can't stop trying, and we need to make bigger strides. That's for sure. But Pride Week is always a fun time here in Pensacola, and also the Memorial Day weekend is kind of like maybe the kickoff to it in a way, because they call Pensacola like the gay Riviera. We have a lot of the LGBTQ community come down on Memorial Day weekend, and they spend just thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars here and on Pensacola Beach, just vacationing. So Pensacola is very welcoming to that crowd when they come. So
Well, that's nice to hear.
yeah, it
really
is. It's a fun time. Just really cool people. You see them like getting gas and whatever, and everybody's nice. They do leave a little bit of a mess on the beach, but people love to go and pick it.
Everybody leaves a message on the beach, and they don't need to, but they do. So
Right. Well, I was gonna say the people that go behind them, because they don't need their tents or umbrellas anywhere else. So all the aluminum and everything, people go and get it and sell it, and so it's a win-win. Really, it really is. It truly is.
But any day of the week, if you go out to the beach in the evening time, you'll see stuff left.
Yeah.
Because we've found bags, we've found chairs, you just name it. People vacationing, they buy it while they're down here, and they don't have a way to take it home with them. So, if it was me, I would leave it up by a store or something, or give it to somebody. But, they leave it on the beach. Our Girl Scouts did a cleanup in Navarre and found a buried,
Chair
like a beach chair.
buried so deep we couldn't get it out. We had to go get help.
Yeah.
Wow, I wonder how in the world
I don't know how long it had been there, but
Yeah, it'd been there a while to be that deep. Either that or somebody dug a hole to try to bury it.
right? Oh my gosh.
Now, when it comes
that's
to
a-
Pride Week, what
that's
I'd
a
like to do, I don't know if I'm
technical
going to be able to
term.
do this or not. I'd like to make a T-shirt. I don't know if I've mentioned this one before, that reads free to good home, and then the two O's in good are the interlocked female symbols. That's the symbol of lesbian. And see if anybody takes me up on it.
I see. So you would be free to a
good
good
home.
home.
There you go.
Okay, I wasn't sure what you were talking about with the, on your business there. Okay, yeah, absolutely to a good home. You deserve, so you deserve a great partner.
Oh my! Yeah,
I think
well,
you
I
said
was just
wife,
talking-
right?
I was just talking to a friend earlier today. He's run into a little bit of a snag as far as love is concerned, and my heart breaks for him. But maybe all will work out. I certainly hope so.
Well, I'll tell you what, the heart, is easy to break, and when you see a friend going through something like that, it's not easy, So, yeah, we'll just send some healing powers and hoping that, he can find exactly what he needs. And
Yeah, there are a few problems in that
relationship.
potential relationship. He was hoping for one, but there are about 14,000 problems.
Ew. Okay.
Yeah, he lives in Brisbane. She lives in London.
That's
that's
a challenge.
That's a challenge. That's a geographical challenge there. But if that would be the only one, you could make that do. But 14,000, are you talking about miles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of a distance there, and he worries about that. And well, right now we don't know exactly where everything is yet. So I'm just hoping that everything does work out for the best, whatever it happens to be.
I agree. We were talking earlier about the Rebel deck. Did you bring it with you?
I didn't know.
Okay, okay, that's all right. I really can't say my reading out loud too much, but it just popped up and it says, this is my card, it says, you are here for a reason. Don't mess it up. So
Take that to heart. Don't mess up.
that's right, don't mess it up. You're here for a reason, don't mess it up. And it says, ask yourself, what is your why? What is your purpose? What makes you move your butt and accomplish amazing things? If you're going to be a participant in your life, then use your why to propel you forward. Don't it up by being scared, petty, resentful, or a beehole. You're better than that. So, I like that. By being scared, petty, resentful. Fear will cause you to miss out on a whole lot of life.
Yeah.
And so if you can, it's easier said than done. Don't be afraid. You don't be scared. But if you do have that problem, the best thing to do is try to get some help for it, because life will certainly pass you by. Right,
Yes.
ladies?
Yes.
Yep.
Take it by the tail and swing it around and just
Go for it.
That's right. Just go for it. Go for it when you can't go for it any longer. That's when you go for it some more. You just have to be resilient and hang in there. It's complicated. It's complicated. So find out your why and propel yourself toward it. I think mine is just putting out fires. Just I'm like I'm a firefighter. Just a fire here, a fire there, a fire here. Just putting them out, putting them out, putting them out. And so if that's why am I here? Just to put out fires, I guess I'll keep putting out fires then. Yeah? What else can you do, eh?
But if that's why you're here,
If that's why I'm
do,
here.
do it.
Do it while the getting's good.
Yep. Do it while the doing's doable.
Do it while the doing's doable. That's a good one.
Okay.
Diana. Well, you look so tired. Like not physically, but I can just tell your eyes are just going back and forth.
Oh, I probably could use a couple more hours sleep. Sleep is.
Luxury right now.
I'm acting like a 20-year-old in a 40-something-year-old's body, and
Yeah.
it's catching up with me.
That's
I
That's
told
what
myself
getting
this
old
morning.
does to you.
Huh?
What getting old does to you.
Exactly.
It does.
But as I like to say, you know you're old when you don't mind getting older.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's about where I am.
Well, I woke up this morning and I was sore everywhere from 2 days of pretty, been on my feet a lot and reaching and bending and all of that stuff. And this morning I was like, oh, I can't move and stuff. I got in the shower and I'm like, no, I can do this. It's just like when you start back at the gym and you're real
Yeah.
sore
You got
for the first few days, and then you get over it, and then you increase the weights, and then you're sore again. So yeah, keep moving and grooving.
That's what women do. We are just, nobody else is going to, I'm not saying people don't do it for us, but really some of the things that we have to do, nobody else can do them, really. Nobody else, I guess, can do them like we can. So we just say, I got to do it. I got to get up and do it. And so, being
Yep.
born a woman is a blessing and a curse sometimes, But I'd rather be me than anybody else. You just got to stick to your guns and keep going forward. So propel is the word of the day. We have to propel ourselves forward sometime. Because when you propel yourself, sometimes it's not under your own power, like you're in a slingshot and the slingshot's shooting you forward. And when worst comes to worst and you can't do it yourself, put yourself in a slingshot and just propel forward.
Yeah.
Just propel forward. Don't go backwards. You've come too far, people. Don't go backwards. And if somebody wants you to go backwards, put your feet down and say, no, I've come too far. I'm not going backwards. So, gotta stick up for yourself. And I know, Diana, that's one of your mottos too. You're just gonna stick up for yourself. You're not gonna let anybody roll over on you. Right?
Took me a long time to learn that, but I like to live by it.
Absolutely. Yep. Absolutely. And we have to live like that. Well, I tell you what, we are out of time. It's just gone by so quickly. We did start late, but anywho, just want to say it's been fun talking with you guys, and we will see you next week on Reflections. Everybody say bye.
Bye, Diana. Bye.
Bye.
Take care.
All right. Propel yourself.
There you go.